Hey, what's up, everybody? We're back in Skyhold today, and we're doing another Mage Specialization quest. This one is Way of the Rift Mage. Now, if you do not have your Way of the Rift Mage quest yet, but you have brought your trainers into Skyhold, what you want to do is head down here and go visit your trainer. I know, it's weird.
Hello? Yes, hello. I am your trainer.
Yes,
I am your trainer.
you said that.
Good, because it has been a long journey. The cause is just, and if we don't start soon, you won't have time to learn. I am your trainer.
Let's not waste any time.
No, we shouldn't. There's no time. Very little. Thank you. I was charged with studying the breach and the subsequent rifts to discover how they affected traditional disciplines. I was enthralled. So were the 19 others, I presume. They're dead. They learnt the power, but couldn't wield it. Rift Mage Inquisitor. The forces are incredible. And with training, you will be incredible. I know how not to die, and I can teach it. It's incredible.
Very well. Show me how this should go.
It goes places you have been, and some you have not. That is necessary. So the price is not paid twice. Follow the instruction, and you will know the way. You'll understand the power. Then, I'll show you more. After all, I am your trainer.
Alright, well, that was enlightening, wasn't it? So, let's go over to our quest journal here and select Way of the Rift Mage. Talk about what we need to do. First thing we need to do is acquiring writing on Rift Magic. The next is grab 3 Venatori Tomes, and the last is Ring Velvet. Now, honestly, Ring Velvet has got to be the easiest thing in the world to get. You pretty much are just going to get that from killing undead. So let's go hunt down our writing on Rift Magic. This is actually going to be located in Skyhold, near Solus. So we're going to head up here, and easiest thing to do, honestly, is just go to level 3 on your map and pop in here. Fast travel. And then just drop down.
What was this place? So much room for whatever was here.
Over here, there's a book. Grab it. And this is your Way of the Rift Mage. That is, that's your book. And we'll be back in just a sec, and we'll go track down some Venatori Tomes. Alright, we're out in the Exalted Plains. We're looking for Venatori Tomes. If you don't know where the Exalted Plains are, go to your war table, go to the Orlais side of the map, look around the central portion of the map. You're going to see a little pyramid that says something to the effect of investigate the Exalted Plains. That's going to bring you out here. It's not some cryptic name like rescue missing soldiers in Ferelden like it was for the Fallowmire, or any ridiculous stuff like that. It's just called the Exalted Plains. Pop out here, and this is where you're going to find your 3 Venatori Tomes. If for some reason you don't find them out here, a bug or whatever, there are Venatori that roam all over the hinterlands. I know that for sure, and they do have a chance to drop Venatori Tomes, and it's a small chance, as with all of these items, when you're not going after the guaranteed drop guys. But I have gotten them out there before, so that's another place you can look for them if you, for some reason, miss someone out here. So what we're going to do is, when you get out to the Exalted Plains, you're going to start at the Path of Flame camp, going to head out of camp, head up in this direction, okay? And we're trying to get up here. This is where we're going to find our first tome. I'm going to walk you up there just for the fact that sometimes this is a little bit difficult to navigate through here. And I don't want to get you lost by just like popping out there and showing you, oh, this is how we got there, without actually showing you the path. So we're going to head up in this direction, and I want to show you how you can avoid some combat. Now, when you come through these stone pillars here, there are going to be a few guys waiting for you if it's your first time out here. You're guaranteed to fight 4 level 9 guys right there. Going to head up here in this direction. Show you our map again, just so you can kind of keep a bearing on where we're at. head down here. Gonna hang a right. And if you want to stay out of combat, if you hug this right wall, you can avoid these 4 or 5 guys you see walking down there on your left. So just walk behind these houses. And we're just going to keep on heading kind of northeast-ish out here. Now when you get right about here, you're probably going to notice a rift. It's going to be on the right. If you don't want to go over there and play with the rift, you don't have to. You can actually cut down over here and avoid the rift entirely. Alright, so we're just going to head, see that owl statue? We're heading in that direction. Okay. And there just happen to be some undead here. We'll take them out. Because we need ring velvet.
One down!
And we didn't get it, but undead love to drop ring velvet, so... we're going to head up in this direction. Okay, and show you on the map where we are again. So, come out, we made our way up here, avoided the rift, and now we're here. You don't have to worry about the guys in this fort. They won't attack you down here. So we're just going to kind of sneak past them. Keep on going. Head through these Coliseum slash archways. Question marks are locked doors. They're deft hands doors, just FYI. And we're going to head down in this direction. And of course, we're going to find... See, they're level 9, nothing too nasty. Even if you're level 8, it shouldn't be too bad for you, right? Once again, we're just looting these undead because undead drop ring velvet. That's what we need. And there's also just a ridiculous amount of combat over here right now, which is annoying. Alright, so what you want to do is head down behind the wolf statue to this little blocked off doorway, and it says unlock operation. Where the heck are we? This is where we are. So you can see we made our way up here from Path of Flame camp, right? Dodged the rift, fought way too many things just to get here in this little area, but now that we're here, we're going to go ahead and unlock this operation, and this is going to make a war table operation show up on your war table, and it's going to be right near the pyramid that you unlocked to get to the Exalted Plains. So we're going to activate
We
that.
could clear this easily.
Okay, and then we're going to head back to Skyhold. And once we get to Skyhold, we're going to open up the, we're going to head into the war room, check out the war table, and I'll show you where that's at on your war table.
Any stories?
Oh, plenty.
Alright, so we're going to head in here,
Interesting, no?
into the war room.
Our struggle is young. Rest assured,
and you're going to find this operation on the left side of the map, the right side of the map. Okay, and it's going to be a little pyramid of its own called Gain Access to not going to work here anymore, Grove, and select that. Okay, once you finish it up, just choose Venture Forth. It's going to be easier than walking back there. It's going to take you literally right back to that place in the in the Exalted Plains, and we will be back in just a sec with finding our first Venatori Tome. Alright, so we're back. We're out in the Exalted Plains. We're looking for our first Venatori Tome. We took just a quick break there because there was some unnecessary combat I didn't want to have to put you through. You already saw enough of it as we were trying to get in here. Where are we? We are at Fenn's Camp. When we came back from our war table and we told it to let us proceed, it dumped us right back out here. Walk through here. You fight 4 level 12 Gurguts. And once they're dead, you can establish Fenn's Camp. And then once you establish Fenn's Camp, you actually want to come down in this direction and head up here. And you're going to find your first Venatori Tome up in this direction. So, you do not need... You saw there's that rift down here. You don't have to worry about the rift. You don't have to go that direction in order to get to your tome. So, what we're going to do is head out of camp. And once we get through here, you can see the rift is right down here. We're not going to go that direction. We're actually going to hang a left and go up here. And it is here that we will find our first pack of Venatori to kill off. Alright, so first pack of Venatori dead. Do a bit of looting, find our first Venatori Tome, and we will be back in just a moment with the second. Alright, we're back. We're out in the Exalted Plains. We're looking for our second of 3 Venatori Tomes. We just got our first. It was over here near Fenn's Camp. Our second one, if we make your way outside of Fenn's Camp, right here by that war table operation where we opened the blocked off doorway, that's where we're going to start, and I'm going to walk you over to where our next tome is going to be found. It's actually up in this direction, but once again, navigating out here, not always the easiest thing to do, so I want to walk you over there, and just for my own sake, I am going to throw a little map marker down, and there's some more undead here. I'm going to kill them just for the fact that, once again, Ring Velvet comes from the undead. Undead, Ring Velvet. It's a beautiful thing. So, Ring Velvet has got to be one of the easiest things to come across. All the undead have a chance to drop it. So, we'll pick it up while we're out here. It'll save us some time when we have to go find the rest of it later. I'm going to head up in this direction. Keep going out here. And around here we will find our next group of Venatori. And I say around here because they're around here, but I don't... There we go. They're right over here at this little camp. So, we'll take these guys out. Alright, so one more Venatori in the books. And we'll be back with our third tome in just a moment. Alright, we're back. We are out in the Exalted Plains looking for a third and final Venatori Tome. This one is going to be really close to the Dalish camp. Where is the Dalish camp? It's right here, obviously. Duh, that's a Dalish camp, right? I mean, you know where that's at. If you don't, here we go. So here's Path of Flame camp. This is where you started from when you came into the zone. If you make your way out and down in this direction, you're going to run into a couple rifts. No big deal. They're fairly easy to dispatch. Once you head down in this direction, here's a Dalish camp. So you're gonna need to go over here, talk to the keeper, anyways, because he's got there's a bunch of quests over here to do. So it's some good experience to take these, anyways. And then once you get over here, it makes for a good staging point to go out and hunt down your Venatori. If you're really just looking for the tome and you really don't care, then you can always just head down in this direction. I dropped a map marker right about where the group of Venatori are. However, even if you're not going to quest out here yet, I still recommend picking up this waypoint. Just talk to the keeper here, and he'll give you the waypoint. That way it's easy to navigate around this zone because there are very few camps, and it's nice to be able to pick up the waypoints and the camps while you're out here, just to save you some time when you come back out. So, anyways, I'll shut up and take you out to your Venatori Tome. So we will head out of camp in this direction. Once we climb over the giant roots, we're just going to head out almost directly south, and we will run into our group of Venatori, just kind of chilling out in the middle of nowhere. And here they are. So. Oh, damn.
Venus!
Alright, so you just saw me get totally jacked, but now that I'm back on my feet, we will find ourselves our final Venatori Tome. Alright, so there it is, and we'll be back in just a sec, and we'll go hunt down some ring velvet. And also, just before I go, the ring velvet is really going to drop from, I know I've said it a number of times, but really, it just drops from any of the undead you find anywhere. Out in Crestwood, you can find it out in Fallowmire, wherever you want to go, but I'll take you out and show you some spots you can pick it up, and then we will move on. So we'll be back in just a sec. Alright, so we're back. We're out in the Exalted Plains, and we're going to finish up our Way of the Rift Mage quest down here by grabbing some ring velvet. As I said in the last part, you can absolutely go out to, if you're adventuring out in Crestwood, you're adventuring out in Fallowmire, you can. There's a ton of undead in both those places. You're going to be picking up ring velvet as you go. If you don't have 10 already, there are some quests that you got to do out here in the Exalted Plains where you clear out some of these ramparts. They're like little bases that have been established out here, and in them there are a ton of undead, and they drop ring velvet like it's their job. So I'll take you out to one of them, show it to you, and you can kind of do what you want from there.
One down!
Alright, so, yeah, when you first came out here, you know, you killed off those first 4 guys, and they were like, keep them off the ramparts. Yeah, this is what they're talking about. They're trying to keep you away from here. But if you pop up in here, there really are a bunch of undead floating around.
How can anyone stop these things? I must tend to our fallen.
What's...
It must be magic. But
Alright, so I'm just gonna pop in here and kind of...
So, Seeker, your Inquisition grows.
It was never my Inquisition, Solas.
You did the brutal, thankless work of putting the wheels in motion. Do you feel no regret at letting that power pass to another?
I did my part, but the power you describe was never mine to carry. I know myself, and I cannot be the leader we need. Thus, I have no regrets.
You surprise me again, Seeker.
Your opinion of me must be very low for me to surprise you so often.
It's not low, but realistic. Very few, however honorable, release power they have won.
Alright, so, and these guys just keep popping up here. Eventually they'll stop, but I'm just going to kill off a bunch of them and see if we can't get the ring build, the last 5 ring build that we need. There's also an arcane horror down here. I can't quite get to him right now to show him to you, but or to mouse over him rather. But the point of being out in these ramparts is to go over to those, you see those frost barriers there, is to destroy them and set those pits on fire. But right now we're just going to try to kill off some undead. So there's 2.
Feel them. Spirits are being deliberately drawn here.
There may be more of these pits. We'll have to find them.
Alright, so, yeah, we're just gonna try to hunt around here and see if we can't track down some more of that stuff. We only need 2 more, and I know there's another pit in here. Or I think there's another pit in here that has to be burned. Yeah. Alright, so now we have our 10 ring velvet. Stop screwing around with these guys. Alright, so we have our 10 ring velvet. All's good. So now we're just randomly fighting wolves that...
Dead!
Honestly, the wolves are one of the most annoying creatures out here on the Exalted Plains. Personal opinion, I know, but Christ. So, Skyhold, we're going to head back there. When we get back to Skyhold, we're going to go over to our requisition table. And the reason we're doing that is because the purpose of all this gathering of these materials has been to fill a requisition. Once you complete the requisition, that's when you go talk to your trainer. I say this because I know that's what trips up a lot of people, just from reading forum posts and trying to help people out as I can. You know, they complete this quest, they gather everything they need, and then they like go to Undercroft and they're like trying to craft stuff down there and trying to figure out how they make the Tome of Rifts, and it's just a requisition. So just head in here. Let me show you where we are on the map. We're just over here by where Cassandra likes to play with Tom and Dave, her favorite target dummies.
Be quick.
And Tome of Rifts, here it is. We're gonna go ahead and craft that. Okay, and
I'm a runner. They
it,
may be running.
we're gonna head back down to our trainer. Okay, so that's a bug, and let me fix that, and we'll be back in just a sec. Alright, so we're back, hopefully bug-free this time, and now we're going to talk to the trainer.
You are back. You are back, and you have completed the instruction. Alive. Of course, alive.
And the next step?
Now there is a decision. You have to make it. Do you commit to this path?
Okay, so yes, train me as a Rift Mage. You can see the little dialogue thing looks a little different than what you're used to. It's because you're making a decision that's going to affect how the rest of the game plays out, either for yourself, the Inquisition, the Skyhold, your team, however you want to put it. Anytime you see this little dialogue radial, it means there's an important decision that you're making. This one, commit to Rift Mage class specialization. All other specializations cut off. What does that mean? That means no matter what you have done up to this point with the other specialization quests, if you decide to say, yes, train me as a Rift Mage, all the other specializations, Necromancer, Knight Enchanter, they're no longer going to be available for the rest of the game. There is no way to go back on this right now. There is no way to change it. You can't respec and choose a different one if you decide you don't like this. So definitely make sure you've done your research and you're ready to commit to this. Even if you go to the blacksmith and use the respec token that he sells you, it doesn't matter. It's going to remove your points out of this tree that you may have put in the Rift Mage tree, but it's not going to reset this decision. So just make sure you're making the decision, you're well informed, and you have really done your research and you know what you're getting into. So I don't want to see you, ruin your gameplay or just be unhappy with the decision you make here. So if this is what you want, select yes, train me as a Rift Mage.
You are my trainer.
Haha, yes I am. Thank you. I will give you this knowledge, and you will use it to great effect. How could you not? You are the Inquisitor, and you will be a Rift Mage.
Alright, so Way of the Rift Mage is now complete. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I'd appreciate a sub and a like of the video. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them under the video in the discussion section or drop them on the discussion part of the channel itself. And as always, thanks for watching. Take care.